Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So in this video, I'm going to talk about 3 ways that women manipulate you, finesse you in order to get you to fall in love with them. All right. And now what you have to understand about this is women will do this because they want to use you. Right. And usually guys who have weak game, guys who don't understand the game, guys who think they don't need game, these are the prime targets for this type of stuff. So for all you guys out there who don't think you need game, this is the type of video you definitely need to listen to. Because when it comes to game, dudes just be thinking it's all about, oh, well, let me go trick and fuck this girl, so I don't need no game. I could just pay for pussy and all this other nonsense, right? But what I want you guys to understand is that there are certain things that are going on that you're going to be, unaware of, because you might not know the game that well, and therefore you're going to get got. You understand? So now I'm going to talk about, these 3 ways that, women will basically manipulate you, finesse you in order to get you to fall in love with them. And again, they want you to do this so that they can use you. And it's easier for them to use you when you don't understand the game, right? And this is in no order of importance. I'm gonna just go 1 through 3 and we're gonna get this cracking. Now, before I get into this though, I want to say this, is that all 3 of these involve one major thing. And this is the major thing that gets you to basically fall in love with this chick. It is investment. So what happens is that the woman sets up the dynamic so that you can invest in her. And she plays on your insecurities, your perceptions. She knows the type of guy you are. So therefore she's able to, do these things that I'm going to talk about. Because remember, understand, let's say you meet a woman who's 28 years old and she's been getting hollered at since she was 18, right? That's 10 years of experience she got from dealing with guys coming at her. So she understands the different types of guys and she knows how to use different types of men. You see what I'm saying? Now, let's just jump right into this. So the first way that a woman is basically going to, manipulate you, finesse you, and get you to fall in love with her is she is going to play the damsel in distress. The damsel in distress. So what does that mean? That means she's going to basically act like her past guys that she had, relationships with, they were all terrible. These guys, they used and abused her. They just used her for sex, or they broke her heart. They played games with her. They lied to her. They did all these things, right? So she's going to tell you this type of stuff as you guys are interacting with each other, dating, you're trying to hook up with her, whatever. She's going to make this abundantly clear that this happened to her. She's gotten played. She's gotten her heart broken and she's sick and tired of it, right? And now what's going to happen is that because you're this nice guy, right? You're thinking, man, I would never do this to her, right? And so that's basically the frame that you're going to come at the situation, right? Because you want to be different than the other guys. So now what happens is, because she knows you're this nice guy, kind of like simp type of dude, she's going to basically use this as a way to manipulate you. So now, because she's telling you all this crazy stuff, you're going to basically become Captain Save-A-Ho. You understand? And so now you're going to deal with this woman in a way where you're trying to be different than the other guys. And the reason why you want to be different than the other guys is because you want her to like you, right? So imagine this is like a hot chick or whatever. You're really interested in her. You want her to like you. So you're like, damn, I'm going to be different than these guys. I'm going to be better than these guys. I'm going to treat her good. So now what happens is that she gets you to treat her that way, or to see her as the damsel in distress, and you're going to come and save her. Now, what happens is that once she has you thinking this way, and once you start doing things to be different than other guys, and she notices this, now she can do whatever she wants. And what I mean is that she can act any type of way she wants. She can be any type of way she wants. And usually what'll happen is that she'll start acting like a bitch. She'll start doing all this weird, funky ass stuff because she knows that she got you on the hook. And guess what? You're thinking, damn, I should fucking leave this fucking stupid ass bitch. But you're like, but damn, I told her that I wasn't going to be like the rest of these motherfuckers out here that's going to leave her high and dry, right? Remember, you're different. You're the nice guy. So to keep up the basic thing that you told yourself in your own mind, you're going to continue to stay with her longer than you probably would have because you don't want to be an asshole, right? You see what I'm saying? So now, because you're saving this chick and you want to be different than the other guys, and she notices that you're trying hard to be different than the other guys because you're trying to do that opposite stuff, then she's going to use that to her advantage to get as much out of you. And remember, you're investing a lot of time and energy and attention in this woman because you like her and you want her to know you're not like the others. So you're basically low-key trying to prove that to her, and you prove that with your actions, your words, and things that you're doing. You feel what I'm saying? And what happens is that the more that you interact with her, the more that you invest and the more that you get attached, and then that causes you to fall in love with this chick. And then because one, you are attached to her, and two, you don't want to be like the other guys, you're gonna stick with this girl even if she's acting like a bitch. You see what I'm saying? So that's the first way a woman is gonna manipulate you and finesse you. Now, second way is this, and this goes for you guys out here who use all your money to try to get girls. Now, if you're this type of guy who has a lot of money and the woman knows you have money, what she's gonna do is that she's gonna come at you in a way where she acts like she doesn't want your money at all. And in fact, she's going to buy you things. She's going to do things for you. She's going to cook. She's going to clean. She's going to try to do things to show you that she really likes you for you, not for your money, because she knows that, you know, a lot of women basically come at you to try to get some paper out of you. And she knows that you're the type of guy that only tries to attract women with your money. So she's going to be different. Now, because she's different and because she's not asking you for any money and because she's doing things for you, she's buying you gifts, you start to basically get enamored with this chick because you're like, oh my gosh, she's so different. She's not like the others. She's not a gold digger. I think she's the one, right? And so what happens is at a certain point, she says to you, oh, hey, something came up and, you know, they cut back my hours at work and I'm so devastated and I don't think I'm going to be able to pay my rent this month. And then, of course, you're going to come in and be like, oh, baby, it's all good. I got you. Don't worry about it. And you're going to be happy to give her any type of money because this woman isn't the type of woman who's just with you for your money, right? You see what I'm saying? So now what happens is she was setting this up from the beginning. So what she's doing is she's playing on the fact that you're insecure and you use money to attract women because you think women don't actually like you. But guess what? This girl actually likes you. Why? Because when y'all first got together, she didn't give a fuck about your money. Matter of fact, she was doing things for you that cost money. She was basically using her money to do nice shit for you, right? So she's different. She actually likes me for me, bro. You know, she's the one and all that other shit. But now you set yourself up to where she's going to get more out of you than she gave you. So whatever money she spent, that's just the initial investment for her to get shit back from you. You see what I'm saying? So once you start to get caught up, when you start to get attached to this woman, when you start to fall in love with this chick, you're going to start to spend more money on her than she's ever spent on you. All right? So that's the second way that these chicks will finesse you and manipulate you to get money out of you. Now, third way that women will do this, and this is sort of like number two, but it's a little different. So now this is going to apply for the guys who don't really have that much money, right? Now, what's going to happen is you're either just an average dude who just has like, you know, regular job, don't have that much money, or what's even better is if you're the type of guy who doesn't really have that much money, but you act like you do. Like you're one of these guys that floss in front like you got money. So either one of those guys, this is the type of shit that'll work on. And this is how women will manipulate you. Now, what's going to happen is she's going to chill with you, hang out with you. You know, she'll probably do cool things for you here and there, whatever. She's going to, you know, be that nice type of girl, right? She's going to almost be like the girl buying you gifts, but she's not going to go that hard. You understand? But what it is that she's not going to make it to where it's a money thing, but she knows that you're the type of guy, right? Especially if you're the type of guy that flosses and flashes and all this other stuff. She knows that you're the type of guy who wants her to think that you got it going on, that you got paper like that, right? So either you're the guy that's flashing shit around or you're the average dude, but you still want the girl to at least think you're not a broke boy, right? So now what's going to happen is that she's going to come up with some situation where she needs money. but then she's going to say to you in some form or fashion, in sort of indirect way, that you can't really help her. So she'll basically say some shit like, oh, I just been so upset these past few days, man. I got a family emergency, and I had to take off work, so my rent is coming up, and it's just such a headache. And I just wanted to tell you this because I just needed somebody to talk to and listen. I know you're not able to afford anything, so I'm not asking you for anything, but I just needed to talk to you right now, because she's saying that you can't afford it. Your ego is going to be like, bro, no, you got to show her you got paper, bro. You got to tell her that you can. You understand? So imagine you're the guy who flashes and pretends he's like that guy. Her even saying you can't afford it, or, oh, I can't, I'm not even asking you for any good thing because I know you don't got it like that. That's almost an insult to you. It's like she's insulting your ego. So now you're going to have to prove to her that you do got it, right? So now what you're going to do is you're going to try to shell out whatever money that she needs to her, because you want to prove that you are that guy who you are trying to get her to think you are. You know what I'm saying? And then so you end up giving her this money based off of you trying to prove to her that you got it like that. You see what I'm saying? So with number two, it's the woman trying to act like she don't want your money at all, and then you invest in her, and then you sort of give her money. And then in this situation, right, you're investing in her in the sense that you're spending time and energy with her, and she's playing with your ego, and then that's how she gets the money out of you. You see what I'm saying? Because remember, you want her to like you. You want her to fuck with you because this chick is a baddie, right? You want this girl. And so therefore, you're going to do whatever it takes to make it happen. Right now, what I want you guys to understand is this. It's not all the time when a chick is, let's say, when I was talking about the number one thing of the damsel in distress, it's not every time when a chick tells you about her past that she's trying to play you. It's not every time when a chick, is buying you stuff, she's trying to play you. It's not every time where a chick is saying what these girls in these examples I'm saying is trying to play you. Now, one of the things that'll make it clear if she is trying to play you is you have to look at yourself. Now, if you're the type of guy who's on point and women fuck with you like that, they're attracted to you like that, and you've had situations where women actually do want to buy you things and do things for you off the strength of, they see you as that awesome guy, then that it is what it is. But let's say you're the type of guy who is scared to approach women. You don't really have a mouthpiece like that. You ain't that confident, right? And then all of a sudden this bad chick is like wanting to fuck with you and buy you shit. Nigga, you getting played. You understand? That's a red flag right there, because you're the type of guy at this point whose game isn't tight enough to get that. Now, is there times where you could be lucky and that shit could go down? It could, but 9 times out of 10, you're getting played, because you're not the type of guy who deserves that at this point. And yes, I said deserve. So what I mean is this, is that when it comes to the game, you get out what you put in. So if you're the type of guy who's working on himself, right? Working on his mouthpiece, his confidence, his appearance, you're out there doing what you do to become this attractive guy, then yes, you're going to receive and you deserve women who you're attracted to, who are going to cooperate with you and who are going to make shit happen. But if you're the type of guy who ain't doing nothing out here, you're the type of guy that think you don't need no game, and then this shit happens, understand that 9 times out of 10 you're getting played. Why? Because you don't deserve it, because you ain't putting nothing in the game to get that type of outcome out the game. See, it's like this. Imagine you run a business and you made $1 million in a year, right? So you've been grinding heavy and you finally made $1 million within this year, grinding heavy, doing your business, right? Now you've gotten that $1 million because you put in a lot of work in order to receive that million. Now, let's say another situation with $1 million, you just happen to stumble upon a suitcase with $1 million, just laying around, in a lobby somewhere that's, next to you. And then you pick it up and you open it, you see there's $1 million and you just take it. You end up spending it, or you spending the money and you're all excited. You're like, yo, I got $1 million. Yo, this is crazy. Guess what? You don't deserve that, because that's not for you. That's probably for somebody else that for whatever reason left it there for somebody else, or they lost it. And whoever that $1 million is, they coming for their million. You see what I'm saying? See, you didn't deserve that million. You didn't work to get it. You did nothing to get this. It just happened to stumble upon you. So if that happened to stumble upon you, you might, if you were smart, you'd be suspicious. You'd be like, well, wait a second, where does $1 million coming from? Is this a trap? Is this like, whose money is this? Like, it could be a fucking drug dealer's money or some mob shit. I don't know about this. Let me chill on this for a second, right? But see, if you don't have no awareness, you're just gonna take it and just do whatever, right? And then therefore certain consequences happen because of that. But see, the same way where I say that you just stumble upon that $1 million is the same way if you stumble upon this bad chick who's just all about you, but on a regular day, you can't even get a chick to look in your direction, or, you can't even talk to a chick. That's a red flag right there. So that's how you know you're getting played, when you're the type of guy who doesn't deserve that type of treatment at the time, just like you don't deserve that $1 million that you just found, because you ain't put in no work to get it. You see what I'm saying? So I just wanted to add that at the end of that, just to get you guys to understand that. But yeah, you guys got to understand, women will be out here finessing dudes who don't understand the game. They just be happy to be with a bitch. And then they get mad at the end of the day when they realize the girl's playing these games with them. Because you have to ask yourself, if all this time it was hard for me to get women, and then out of the blue, I'm getting all this shit popping, what's really going on? Now, before you go, click the link below and go to badboymembership.com. Now, badboymembership.com is a place where you go to get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Listen, I know you're tired of being rejected. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of being afraid to approach women. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of not getting the women that you want. Go to badboymembership.com. Listen, I know you're tired of being alone on a Friday night. Go to badboymembership.com. Now picture this. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com, follow the steps, learn the game, implement the game, and then you will get the woman you want. Make sure you go to badboymembership.com today. Click the link below. Click the link below or go straight to mr.locario.com to get the documentary Game Kings, The Definition of Game.